Hello, good people. It's a pleasure to have you on Talk the Talk episode 4. Jude Kutse is my name. Water as a natural resource, when not properly channeled to flow through its designed path, poses danger to the environment. This was the case in Makurdi, Benue State, north central Nigeria, when a stretch of incessant rain left many grown in tears and sorrows. Also, the African woman is greatly endowed. Mike Akule has chosen to extol these endowments using his talent. You desire to have a feel of these narratives. Come with me.
Love it when you talk to me, yeah.
On Saturday, 26th August 2017, the rains fell all through the night, and the following day saw residents of Makurdi, the Benue State capital, grown in tears. Just when they felt the worst was over, 3 days after, the rains came again, and this time it was unimaginably disastrous. Hundreds of thousands of people were left homeless by the flood that sacked some communities across the state. The disaster also washed away villages, farmlands, and storage facilities, among others.
As you can see, this place has been like this for more than a month or so. The water actually, sometimes it comes like previous years. It was not as dangerous as this. This year it was something else. If I were sleeping and all of a sudden we just saw water entering our rooms, cannot even, in fact, we just have to run away with my children.
Right behind me is the popular River Benue, and in front of me is the Wadata market. The market is a popular market in Makurdi metropolis and is situated right beside the river. Activities around this market are threatened by virtue of the perennial floodings. Now, with the recent floods in Makurdi, it is very, very difficult to say if this market will survive the next phase of time. Now, right above me, it's very difficult to tell, but if you can see far above where I'm pointing, the water level in the recent floodings that came was able to reach right to the end of the road where we came from. The area where I'm standing on was all filled with water.
Only me and my mats and my 4 children, I pack my car. I said, anything we God do. If you government go for assist, we thank God.
We sit down here, water is the time they fall. Water come pack here, all this house. Water pack and all we there, and so we they look and we surprise the place so we they go carry us. They make sure our car all here, water pack and all.
My yama was a cat missy. Major. Over Fokum Gaya, a Yama do a legibaya, was a fascia gaga. Now Bashamiga.
The worst hit areas within Makurdi metropolis include Achusa, Idie, Warfare Quarters, Mobile Barracks, New Kanshio Layout, Wadata Market, Wurukum Market, Gado Villa, Kucha Utebe, Breweries, Neiman Layout, behind Civil Service Commission, and also Radio Benue. Others affected include Industrial Layout, VIPC Quarters, Uniagric Road, Katungo, Genabe, behind Oficom, Uniagric Study Center, behind GT Bank, Wadata Old Prison, Agbo in Wadata, and also Demepe communities.
The water used to affect us every year. Okay. Every year we used to move after this place. Some of us, we pack our things up. When it left, the water left, then we are still around. We are still expecting, because sometimes we move out of this place September, October.
Electronics and everything.
The flood disaster prompted responses from the government, NGOs, and individuals. First, the Benue State government set up an IDP camp at the Makurdi International Market to accommodate those rendered homeless by the floods.
I tell you that the properties destroyed were monumental because the water level was such that in most places that were flooded, water rose up to lintel level.
Deployed here at the order of the Chief of the Nigerian Air Staff to come and make sure that we render medical support to the flood victims here deployed at the Makurdi International Market here in Makurdi, Benue State.
The response has been so amazing. was so tremendous. I must appreciate private individuals, as CSOs and the rest. We've had enough. I'm afraid to say, but we've had more than enough in this camp.
It's been helpful, and we are moving on well. From the donor side, the different organizations are brought in relief, international organizations and local philanthropists and some other members of the public.
When the camp was established early last month, the first day we had just only one person. But the following day, people started coming in because there were relief materials that were coming, because this place was designated as the IDP camp. And when they saw relief coming from various organizations, government, and all these people started trooping in.
It is of note that the depth of the River Benue can no longer contain the volume of water flowing through it, especially during the peak of the rain at the Makudi area. Many have blamed the occurrence of the flood on the town planning authorities for allowing the people to abuse the Makudi master plan and not providing adequate canals and drainage channels within the township. Other reasons of the flood have been hinged on the drains being choked due to the dumping of solid waste. As part of moves to control the menace of flooding in the state, the federal government has promised to dredge the River Benue and construct additional drainage systems. The Vice President Yemi Osinbajo stated this when he led the federal government delegation to see the flood disaster himself and also identify with the victims. Since the flood occurred, there has been response from distinct quarters cutting across government, the private sector, religious, traditional and educational institutions, philanthropists, development partners, as well as other well-meaning individuals and groups, both within and outside Nigeria, in catering to the needs of the IDPs who have been displaced by the flood.
For the authorities, I think I must commend the authorities, the NGOs and the CSOs. They've been so proactive. Without them, the attention this has received wouldn't have been there. On the past two have been very proactive.
As the rainy season gradually winds up, it is expected that much will be done by the government and other stakeholders to ensure that the severity of the flood disaster is drastically reduced in the next season.
Talk to me, yeah.
You're watching Talk the Talk. Kula, and this is Talk the Talk. Keep watching Talk the Talk.
Right now I'm talking. If you don't talk the talk, then there's no need.
If you ain't talking, you ain't working. If you ain't working, you ain't talking. So keep talking that talk. You already know what it is.
When you talk that talk to me, yeah.
Still on Talk the Talk episode 4, merits of the African woman were yet again brought to the fore at the album launch of Mike Akula, a renowned music artist and producer in Benue. The event held at Aminu Isa Contagra Arts Theatre, Makudi, and had in attendance many musical artists and stakeholders from the Benue entertainment industry.
Things hard. Before when you buy Indomie the carton, you go see chicken for outside. Now na egg and the egg na half one. Things hard. Before when you buy sardine, you go see 4 inside. Now when you buy, you go see 2 for inside. By next year when you buy napomo, you go see 4 inside. Things hard. Before when you call me to come and crack joke, I will crack 700 joke. Now only this joke I will crack to go back. Things hard.
The guests were entertained with a wide range of very spectacular music performances as the church in admiration.
Put them hands on my house, I got my CT, you know. I get your back,
Talk the Talk took time to interact with some guests at the event.
There is no today without yesterday. There can never be history without where we found ourselves, where we started from. And one of the basic things that has come today that we're most interested in is what Mike is doing now. He has actually come to prove that there are people that are born naturally that are entertainers.
To my best understanding, I know that whatever talent that God give a child, don't tinker with it. It's just that we African, we don't believe in talent. So whatever he is doing, I will support him.
Hey yo, my people, I am your Mark I2, aka Oxby, CEO Oxby Mix Studio. The Talk Naija.
My name is EMS. I'm on Talking the Talk. Don't ever touch that down. Keep it locked down because now the talk, now the talk. So talk.
Then came the star moment everyone was waiting for. The official launch of the album titled African Lady. This went down in a very sensational manner as Mike Aquila sealed it all in style with a pitch of music and dance. Above all, the event was glamorous as the memories will continue to linger in the thought of all who made it a point of duty to be in attendance.
Talk to me, yeah.
We continue to acknowledge the significant role played by the African woman in nurturing healthy values and building great families across board. Our hearts go out to the IDPs owing to the recent flood in Makurdi, Benue State. Please don't forget to refer to our online platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Take it from me, Jude Kutse, and the production crew. As we say, loving someone is only termed true when your heart bleeds as you offer care, support, commitment, and sacrifice without expecting a reciprocation. of those noble gestures.